let's dig it. All right, so we've got our edge switch sitting on the desk right here. It's already been reset and cleared and ready to go, mind you. Obviously, apply the particular settings for your specific application, because if it's in your network, you need to use the right IP. So first things first, I've got this plugged in. Let's scan for it. You can see it right here, 192.168.1.2. All right, so let's open a command prompt. Now this is the same thing on Mac OS, Windows, and Linux. You can do SSH via shell, okay? Watch this. So Windows key CMD, I'm gonna get my command prompt open here. Now we know the IP address of this guy. If this is in your production network, clearly you'll have the IP address for it regardless. And in UNMS, you can also open a terminal, which is very handy. Watch this, UISP, whatever they call it now. I mean, like, what are we talking about? The artist formerly known as UNMS? Here we go. So SSH, and then username, and this is with any kind of SSH access, at the IP address. Here we go. And oh, look at this. This is actually a good thing I should be showing you guys, is that you can see that the key is invalid, right? That's just because we've used, this is a different key than the one that's already stored for that particular IP. So this actually tells you how to fix this. This is possible, it is possible if someone is doing something nasty. Good words, Microsoft. Let's look here, the fingerprint RSA. So we can get rid of this by going to this folder. All right, so let's just go there. All right, so we're gonna go cd.ssh and we're gonna get rid of the known hosts. Now remember, if you guys have a file that you need to keep, then you may just want to delete the entry. I don't. I update every time I log into stuff, so let's just delete it, okay? All right, so let's see here. What do we got? This is under .ssh. All right, so we're gonna go to known hosts. What is it called? Oh, sorry, there's one file there. There we go, we'll just delete known hosts. Done. All right, cool. Let's go back to shell now. So SSH, UBNT at 192.168.1.2. Cool, it's gonna save. Do you wanna save this key? Yeah, we're gonna save it. Let's enter the password. Cool. Oh my God, I fucking hate these guys. UBNT, there we go, cool. All right, so we're in. Now what do we do? Okay, so I'm just gonna go on the interwebs here and use Google, Romon and Edge Switch. Here's one from techsoftcenter.com. Thank you guys at techsoftcenter.com for producing this awesome thing. And look, there's all sorts of other people out here like Willie Howe that have produced these awesome little tutorials. So I'm not the only one, but you know, seeing as I have a channel that covers this stuff, I should cover it for my users so that they don't have to go any further. So I clicked on this Technology Software Center's site here, scrolling down. Hello there, the UBNT Edge Switch and Edge Switch Edge Point S16 models were experiencing many revolutions in the past over the Mac Discovery Access. If you have a problem with the Mac Discovery Protocol L2 between Romon MikroTik L2 and the following steps must be interested, blah, blah, blah. So basically what happened was that in one of the firmware implementations or designs, LLDP was broken. And it's basically a security thing that just locks it down. So to fix that, we can go in here like so and fix it. So let's see here. So first of all, we want to log into the switch and we want to elevate. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, there we go. We'll stick this over here like so, and then I'll take this guy and stick it over here like so. So let's follow these instructions. So first of all, we're going to enable, which enables basically configuration access. It's an elevated level. This is the same kind of thing in Cisco. You'll see when I start doing my Cisco tutorials. I'm brushing up on Cisco before I'm doing those, so be patient, because I don't want to give you guys bad info. Here we go. So password. There we go, we're logged in. Cool. Now it says to type configure. So let's do that. Config. Cool. Now, first thing we want to do over here is line 3, Mac Access List Extended Global. This is going to take us to the Mac Access List level. Let's see here. Extended Global. Yep, okay, so now we're going to add a rule, permit, any. Cool, so that's been added. So now we're going to drop a layer, or a level. Now we're going to go into the next one, Mac Access Group Global. And now we're going to go to the interface VLAN 1. Oops, hold on. Mac Access Group, let's see here, Group Global Access Global VLAN 1. Yeah, it should work. Incomplete command. Okay, we've exited. We're back to config. Okay, so let's try typing it one more time. Mac Access Group Global VLAN 1. Isn't that weird? Okay, I have another tutorial here too. Let me just bring this up on another screen. Sometimes these don't always work when the firmware revisions change, but that should actually be working. So let's see here. Oh, that's right. There we go. So that tutorial may be a little bit outdated. I've got another one here. I'm going to leave this screen up for just a second. Okay, I'll bring this up at the end too, but look at the difference here. So this one is actually slightly different. So we're going to hit up 1, and I'm going to type in. There we go. So that tutorial was actually missing a line. Haha. Fortunately, I have this one from Andre Raw. Cool. Posted 3 years ago, so this has been like a problem for a while. Okay, so now that that's been done, we are going to exit back to the base level here. We're going to write this. So we're going to go write mem. Yes. So now that's going to save that. All right, so that configuration has been saved, and now we're going to reload to reboot this thing, and that will commit the changes to this guy. Okay, so now this thing is rebooted. I'm not even going to bother doing the test demo with a couple of microchip routers because this essentially has been proven to work. So if you do this, this will work. This tutorial here, I'm going to leave on the screen for a minute while I'm flapping my gums, so that you can watch this. I could post a link to the tutorials for this, but I'd like you to get proficient in using Google. Learn to use Google. Let me Google that for you. Only because Google is your best friend, and once you learn how to Google information and cite sources, find sources that are reliable, you can do anything. The sky is the limit when you use Google to reach out and find resources, right? So on the screen here, remember, we're gonna SSH in, enable, enter the password, then configure to go to the configuration shell, MAC access list extended global, permit any, exit. That'll take us back to the config shell. MAC access group global VLAN 1 in. There we go. And then we save that, and then we exit back to the enable shell where we can actually do system type E things, which in this case was write mem. So that's in place there. And once that's done, your Romon should work across your Ubiquiti switches. That's all there is to it. All right. So don't forget to like and subscribe below. Leave your comments below on what you think of the video, if you have any suggestions of videos that you want to see. And don't forget, we also have a Facebook group, Instagram, and all that. And if you'd like to help feed us, because dead serious, it does cost us money to make these videos, please join us on the Patreon. And we'd like to thank all you Patreons, because without that, I wouldn't be able to have this new camera that I've got. I wouldn't be able to pay my editor, Yuya. I wouldn't be able to pay some of my bills, because the Patreon really helps me with that. So anyway, thank you guys. Appreciate it, and we'll catch you later. Ciao for now.